walk us through that process?
I mean, I think I've always kind of prided myself in being a leader. I think now that being a junior and being with the program for a couple of years now, I think I kind of help guys out with just normal time management type things, just kind of what to expect, things of that nature. So yeah, but I think I've always been a leader ever since I started playing ball. So yeah, I mean I try to help whoever I can with that.
Offense seems to be clicking already for the first couple of scrimmages of the preliminary/spring. How confident are you in the depth of the offense and how consistent it can be when the season starts?
Yeah, we got a lot of guys like 1 through 15, whatever many hitters we have. There's a lot of different options for lineups for Coach Blooming. So yeah, I mean I'm excited to see how we get going. We're looking good on the mound too. I'm excited to just kick this thing off.
D1 baseball tagged you as the number 5 catcher in the entire country this season. What does that mean to you?
Yeah, it's cool to get recognition. I personally don't really care about that type of stuff. I'm just trying to win games. But people recognizing you, I guess it means you're doing something right. So it's pretty neat, I guess.
What do you see from the pitchers just overall as kind of a group, especially for the summer rotation? What do you kind of see from them, some of those strong skills?
Yeah, I mean, pitchers have been really impressive, especially the young guys. I can name, I think we got like 10 freshman pitchers or something like that. We got tons, so but all of them doing really well, really doing well. So we got a nice little group of veteran guys to mix in with them. So I mean, I don't want to speak for Coach Blooming, but I think we can kind of go with the whole different variety of options for the weekend rotation. So it'll be interesting to see how that works out.
Well, there's a lot of young guys in the rotation. How's that kind of different? Does it have a different mentality or a different approach to work with them compared to veterans in previous years?
Not really. Everyone's kind of on the same program, just trying to catch up to speed, even the old guys. I think that's the beauty of Coach Peraza. He does really good job of kind of give everyone an even playing field. Doesn't really give anyone special benefits just because they've been here or not. So I think it doesn't really change from player to player too much.
Played a good amount of outfield and DH last year. Was that really because of the oblique injury that was worrying you, and is that still on the plans, or is it going to be mostly catcher this year?
Yeah, I mean, I always say like whatever Blooming puts on the lineup, I'll do. So he just wanted to do that. Handful of games, and I was cool with it. And no, my oblique's all good now. So I don't plan on that happening. So yeah.
This year, you guys have had the third coach in Anthony Gillis, who's working along with your position groups. Has that been what's been the benefit for that for you, and how's he helped you get ready for the season?
Yeah, Gilly's a man. He's an awesome coach. Obviously, two-time national champion at Central. JUCO balling, he's not no joke. So that guy knows how to win, and yeah, he's been also awesome with the catchers, outfielders. He's kind of been all over the place, and yeah, I mean, he's awesome. I love him.
Being that leader in the clubhouse, how do you kind of keep guys steady as the season goes on, and especially going back to last year when you finished the job, missed out on the NCAA tournament?
Yeah, I mean, there's ups and downs in every season. Obviously, we kind of had a tough stretch there towards the tail end, but I think it's a blessing in disguise that we kind of had that. At least for me personally, I think it was it definitely drove me to work a little harder, do a little more. To hopefully prevent that from happening again. So, and I think all the guys in the clubhouse are on the same page with that. So, I think if we use it the right way, it'll use for our benefit.
It's kind of a gauntlet of a non-conference season right off the bat. What's your role as a catcher in helping get these freshmen and transfer pitchers prepared for these kind of challenges that they're going to see early?
Yeah, I mean, we always talk about our goals and where we want to be. If we're going to go where we want to be, we have to play good teams. So, why not start early? So, and that's kind of the mindset with the guys. I don't think anyone's really, blinking an eye at who we got to play. It's just, we always preach, the scoreboard doesn't matter. So, whoever we play, whatever the score is, it doesn't really matter. Our goal stays the same. So, yeah.
Thomas Burns, we talked about earlier how the freshmen kind of understand already the winning mentality and what's on the line this season, just in terms of importance of every game. Have you noticed a shift as far as just the culture from last year in terms of freshmen being able to understand that mentality of the importance of this season?
Yeah, we have a really good group of young guys. They've been, right from the get-go, they've all bought into, kind of the program and the process of how we kind of do things here at ASU, and I think it's yeah, I'm proud of them to how they've been working so far, and to speak on Burns individually, I'm really excited for him to get going. I expect good things out of him, so yeah, I mean I'm looking forward to seeing these young guys get going.
Is there anything specifically about him that stands out, like maybe his pitching types or anything like that stands out?
Yeah, he's super talented. There's not a whole lot he can't do on the mound. So it's just a matter of him getting innings, and it's kind of on whoever's catching, on the staff. It's kind of the team to help him out with that, to kind of protect him, because he's gonna do his thing, and like every player, he's gonna go through a rough patch, and we're gonna have to help him out. So I think that I kind of take pride in that, being the catcher. I think his success is my success. So.
Coach Braza mentioned that Cole Carlone could be in the mix potentially for the closing role. What have you seen from him and just his talent as well as a freshman?
Yeah, that's another guy that's super talented. Obviously from Tempe, so it's kind of cool to have another in-state guy in here. But I think he can do a variety of things for us on the mound. Starting, closing, like whatever it may be. He's just a guy who grab the ball and throw it. So it's nice to have him out there.
Bloomy has really made a point to really recruit from Arizona, and I think it's finally kind of coming through, a bunch of Arizona freshmen coming in. How is it, all from the same state, playing for the state school?
Yeah, for me personally, I grew up watching ASU. I had season tickets on the lawn at Packard, so I grew up watching the Devils. Like, it was just a thing that you did on the weekends, like you watched ASU play. So it's special for me, and I think the guys in there kind of feel the same way as me. So it's pretty neat to do.
Coach Isaiah Jackson talked about the mental shift of understanding the importance of each game and getting out each game, every swing, the little things being more important this year. What is your kind of message to the rest of the group of the importance of each game and taking care of the little things?
Yeah, kind of like what I was saying earlier. Like a scoreboard doesn't matter for us. It's just a way we do things. Whether we're losing by a bunch or winning by a bunch, it doesn't matter. We play the same way, and I think that the details can sometimes become, kind of fall upon deaf ears at times, just because it's boring. But that's what win games, and like I was saying earlier, like playing against good teams, like talent's pretty much the same. It's just like. We always talk about we want to win the even, so like they have 4 hits, we have 4 hits, like we should win that game. So I think we've done a good job of that so far, but I think it's going to be a good test early on to kind of prove that.
Last year the tournament selections came down pretty much neck and neck between you guys and Arizona. Bloomy's really talked about kind of capturing that emotion, but there's also a lot of newcomers on the team as well. How do you kind of share that emotion with them to kind of make them understand and feel what you guys felt of this team last season?
Yeah, that was first thing. I think Coach Willie kind of pressed upon the new guys. Obviously, that sucked when we were going through that. But yeah, I mean, like I was saying, we don't want that to ever happen again. So I think it'll help us kind of address it, and I think we're working a little smarter.
Balancing expectations with the draft and then also just you individually this season, what are you looking to get out of it, and kind of focusing on what you need to accomplish this year?
Yeah, I don't care about any of the draft stuff. I think it's unfair to myself and the team and the program for me to even address that stuff. So my goal has always been to win. Whatever Bloomy needs out of me for me to help the team, I'll do. And I've seen it's just bad news when guys start worrying about themselves. So it's all about the team for me.